Today, we are going to demystify a really powerful and, get this, no-cost tool that's designed to protect your small business and your employees. It's the OSHA On-Site Consultation Program. Our whole mission here is to show you exactly what it is, who qualifies, and how it can help you build a safer workplace before an enforcement inspection ever happens.
So let's start with the big question that's probably on every small business owner's mind. How in the world do you get expert safety advice without, opening the door to a bunch of citations and penalties? Well, that is the core promise of the OSHA Consultation Service, and we're about to break down exactly how it works.
All right, here's what we've got on tap. First, we're going to talk about why this is really a partnership. Then, we'll draw a super clear line between a friendly consultation and a formal enforcement inspection. This part's crucial. I'll walk you through what an actual visit looks like, cover your rights and what's expected of you, and finally, we'll get to the good stuff, the real-world benefits and how you can get started.
Okay, first things first. We have to think about this program in the right way. This is not about getting caught doing something wrong. It's about getting help to do things right. The whole program is designed to be a collaborative tool, not some kind of adversarial process.
So what is it exactly? Well, an OSHA consultation is a totally free and confidential service for small and medium-sized businesses. It's actually delivered through state agencies or universities, and, this is the most important part, it's completely separate from OSHA's enforcement branch. The goal is simple: to help you find and fix hazards. Just think of it like having an expert safety coach on your team, totally paid for by the government.
So, who's this for? The program is built specifically for smaller employers. Generally speaking, if you have fewer than 250 employees at a single site and under 500 across your whole company, you're probably eligible. Now, they do give priority to high-hazard industries, but the key thing is that this is 100% voluntary. You have to be the one to ask for it.
All right, let's get into what might be the most critical distinction in this whole explainer. It is absolutely vital to understand that an OSHA consultation and an OSHA enforcement inspection are two completely different things. They are on two totally separate tracks.
And this slide lays it out perfectly. A consultation is advisory. It's collaborative. Consultants do not, I repeat, do not issue citations or penalties. The whole thing is confidential from the enforcement side. Their goal is to help you find and fix problems. Enforcement, on the other hand, is regulatory. Their job is to verify compliance, and they absolutely can issue citations and fines, which then become a public record. So think of it like this. A consultation brings in a trusted advisor. An enforcement visit brings in a regulator. Two very, very different roles. So what actually happens when you request an OSHA consultation? Let's walk through the entire visit step by step. That way you know exactly what to expect and there are no surprises.
The whole process is actually very structured. It starts with an opening conference where the consultant just lays everything out. Then, you'll walk through your facility together, and by the way, getting your employees involved here is highly encouraged. After the walkthrough, you'll have a closing conference to talk about what they found, and that's followed up by a detailed written report. The final step, and honestly the most important one, is your commitment to fix any serious hazards on a timeline that you both agree is reasonable.
And it's really important to realize the consultant isn't just there to find everything you're doing wrong. A huge part of their job is to point out what you're already doing right and help you build on those strengths. So, say they spot an unguarded machine. Instead of just writing you a ticket, they're going to talk through practical, affordable solutions with you right there on the spot. It's really designed to be a positive educational experience.
This brings us to the terms of the deal, so to speak. Let's cover what's expected of you and, just as importantly, what your rights are throughout the entire OSHA consultation process.
Okay, your main responsibility is pretty straightforward. You have to commit to fixing any serious hazards they find. That's really the core of the agreement. You'll agree on a fair timeline for the fixes, you'll post the list of hazards so your employees are in the loop, and of course, if there's any kind of imminent danger, you have to take care of that immediately.
So here's the crucial point. That confidentiality we talked about is conditional. If an employer flat out refuses to fix a serious hazard, the consultant is then required to refer the matter to OSHA enforcement. Now, I have to stress, this is extremely rare. It happens maybe a handful of times out of tens of thousands of visits every year. But this rule is what gives the program its integrity. It ensures it really protects workers.
But on the flip side, you have some significant rights here. The visit is confidential. You control the scope. You can ask for a full top-to-bottom review, or you could say, hey, let's just focus on this one process. You can even stop the visit at any time. And you are never, ever required to show your consultation report to an enforcement officer if they show up later. You are in the driver's seat.
Now we get to the payoff. Why even go through this whole process? Let's look at the real, concrete benefits of being proactive with an OSHA consultation, and then we'll talk about how you can take that next step.
The benefits go way beyond just checking a compliance box. We're talking about fewer injuries, which of course leads to lower insurance premiums, a safer workplace, well that boosts employee morale, and for businesses that develop really exemplary programs, you can earn what's called SHARP status. That's the Safety and Health Achievement Recognition Program. It's a pretty big deal, and it comes with a major perk, an exemption from most programmed OSHA inspections.
And that idea of saving money isn't new. I mean, check out this quote from way back in the program's early days in the 70s. A 50% drop in workers' comp premiums. That's a number that gets any business owner's attention.
Okay, let's just bust the biggest myth right now. The fear that asking for help will lead to fines is probably the #1 thing that stops people. But the fact is, consultants are not enforcement officers. Their role is purely advisory. An OSHA consultation is designed to help you, plain and simple, not to penalize you.
So, are you ready to take action? The process is really simple. Just head over to the OSHA website, find the directory for their consultation programs, and locate the office that serves your state. You can submit a request right there and start the process of creating a safer, more productive workplace.
So let's recap the single most important thing to take away from all this. An OSHA consultation is not enforcement. It is a proactive, confidential partnership. It's your chance to get expert advice and make your safety program stronger, all on your own terms. Ultimately, investing in safety is just one of the smartest business decisions you can possibly make. The OSHA On-Site Consultation Program makes it accessible, affordable, and collaborative. So really, the only question left is, are you ready to make that move?